Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit Panda from Odishatv.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First headlines. Fourth phase Panchayat polls concludes in Odisha. Average 76% voting recorded. Voters of two villages in Maoist-hit Malkangiri district cast votes after 15 years. Long queues witnessed outside polling booths. Special Vigilance Court allows State Vigilance to take IS officer Parthasarathi Mishra on 2-day remand. Ward member candidate found dead in Koraput district. Police begins investigation. And 2 killed and 5 critically injured as bus collides with stationary truck in Dhenkanal district. Now the details. Average 76% voting was recorded during the fourth phase Panchayat polls across Odisha on Sunday. Talking to newsmen, State Election Commissioner R.N. Senapati informed that highest 87% polling was recorded in Subarnapur district, whereas lowest 65% voter turnout was reported in Ganjam district. Apart from few minor disturbances at some places, the fourth phase Panchayat polls ended peacefully in the state on Sunday. He stated the polling process was disrupted at some polling booths due to error in ballot papers, and further decision regarding re-poll will be taken after getting a report from the concerned district collectors. The polling could not be held at 4 booths under Begunia block of Khordha district and 1 booth in Banspal block of Keonjhar, where the election was being organized for Sarpanch post. The fourth phase rural polls were held at 17,876 wards under 1,324 gram panchayats of 162 Zilla Parishad zones in 62 blocks of 28 districts in the state.
जो माने गरीब लोगों को सहायता करेंगे आम दुख सुखर साथी हेबे से मानक ही आम भोट देवा को इच्छुक मु भाबुची कि भोट आमे ताकू देबा जे कि आम गाँव किसी उन्नति करिवो जा फल कि आम गाँव लोगों किसी भल होई परिवो.
Long queues of voters were seen outside the polling booths in Maoist-prone Bodigata and Morigata of Kalimela block in Malkangiri district during the fourth phase Panchayat polls on Sunday to exercise their franchisee, where locals had stayed away from polling process since last 15 years. Even Arjun, once known as a dreaded Maoist leader, was seen following the democratic system and distributing voter slip in front of polling booths. In Koraput district, locals cast their votes at the Naikaguda booth built temporarily in Baiparigoda, throwing away the fears of Maoists and exercised their franchisee. Meanwhile, prominent leaders and ministers stood in poll queues to cast their votes. Agriculture Minister and Pipili legislator Pradeep Maharathi, Minister Lal Bihari Himrika at Benta in Raigada district, BJD legislator Rajnikant Singh at Gotamora in Angul, BJP's Pratap Sadangi at Dhobosila, and Congress MLA Jogesh Singh at Sargipali in Sundargarh district exercised their franchisee.
जे काम करिवो जे नेतृत्व नबो ताको ही विश्वास करबे लोकंकर काम जे करिवो आ खाली हवा रे भोट आसेनी कि हीरो माने जेमते आसी कि प्रचार करछन्ते सेतरे भोट आसे.
Re-polling was held amid tight security arrangements at different places across the state on Monday. The voting process had been cancelled in those areas due to loot of ballot box, booth capturing and other poll-related disturbances in the Panchayat polls. CCTV cameras were installed at booth number 6 in Mothapatna village under Ambapada Panchayat and booth number 6 at Balikera Pachipala Panchayat, along with deployment of more police personnel during the re-polling. Notably, on 13th February, miscreants had looted ballot box from the 2 booths under Brahmagiri block, prompting the State Election Commission to hold the re-poll on Monday. Re-polling was held at Pondua and Doradipalla booths under Ghosipura block in Keonjhar district after the voting process was cancelled during the second phase rural polls due to error in ballot papers. Senior BJD leader and Minister Pradeep Maharathi on Sunday said his party would have performed much better in the Panchayat polls in Odisha had the party supremo and Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik vigorously campaigned for his party candidates. Asked whether the star campaigners roped in by the ruling party for campaigning have any impact in the elections, he said the participation of the star campaigners had positive impact in some areas and not in all areas. He, however, said he has personally campaigned in all areas of his constituency. To a question on whether BJD would be able to better its performance if it always depends on the star campaigners, Maharathi said there is a need for involvement of star campaigners. Expressing similar views, BJD Vice President Surya Narayan Patra said it would have been better if Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik had gone for campaigning because he is the superstar.
सही आम दुर्भाग्य नवीन बाबू जदि दी चार्टा प्रोग्राम होता लोक आहरी भोट दे मु कौन जिला दायित्व नहीं कि मो जिला को कौन सी स्टार कैंपेनर आनी कि क्या आनी एकला चलो रे एकला चलो
किंतु मुख्यमंत्री जाइते होता किसी बढ़ था बिकॉज ही इज आल्सो ही इज अ सुपरस्टार मुख्यमंत्री पास सब खबर अच्छी सब अरिथमेटिक कैलकुलेशन मुख्यमंत्री पाखे अच्छी जे कांग्रेस भोटर ट्रांसफर कथा से जानते ये सब रिव्यू हम
लोक आने जो अभिनेता चित्रतारका मान सब नि राजनीति कौन संपर्क स्टार कौन ना जे सिनेमा पार्ट कर कौन स्टार जो लोकर स्वाभिमान थी से भोट देवे दलटा दलीय संगठन नहीं चली रिजल्ट भल होता
कलाकार को देखिकी भिड़ जमाइबा एवं ताहा भोट रे रूपांतरित होगा संपूर्ण भिन्न घटना लोक एते स्तर मूर्ख नहांती गोटे कलाकार को देखिबे एवं भोट बाड़े दे चल जिवे किंतु काहीकि कलाकार टे आसीबो नै राजनीति को मु पचारिबा को चाहिए प्रश्न
The State Vigilance Court in Cuttack on Monday allowed the State Vigilance to take IS officer Parthasarathi Mishra, who has been arrested on charges of amassing disproportionate assets on a 2-day remand starting from Tuesday for further probe. While hearing on a plea filed by the State Vigilance seeking a 5-day remand of Parthasarathi Mishra, the special court stated counsel of the IS officer can remain present during the interrogation undertaken by the sleuths in the remand period. The BJP on Sunday demanded a thorough and impartial probe in the unholy nexus between Minister Devi Prasad Mishra and arrested IS officer and OSIC MD Parthasarathi Mishra. Addressing a press conference here, BJP State Vice President Sameer Mahanti said the tainted IS officer was collecting money for Mishra as his agent. But as there was disagreement between them in the share of money, the minister got the IS officer arrested by the vigilance officials. Referring to the brutal murder of Salman Raut, a BJP activist of Torabha village in Dhenkanal district, the BJP leader said the police is yet to include the senior BJD leader and mines minister Prafulla Malik under the purview of its investigation. In a horrific incident, a ward member candidate was found dead with throat slit in his house at Konagaon village of Bondugaon block in Koraput district on Monday. The victim, identified as Kameswar Palaka, was a poll candidate from ward number 1 of Konagaon. Palaka had lost the Panchayat ward member elections by just 5 votes earlier on Sunday. Briefing media persons, his brother Somya Palaka said Kameshwar went out of the house at around 7 p.m. in the evening on Sunday, but he didn't return. Police recovered the dead body and initiated probe into the case.
पांचटा वोट बाहर बोला
को बार ठिया इतला से
एक नंबर वार्ड रे हम निलाल बोला या मुंडे बाहर टीली लेकिन निलाल लेकिन निलाल चली देला पोरा कोई रायला और गोला निला गड़ी जाय का लाल का में जान के तबला लगा रे सकाळ जान लाया.
At least 2 persons were killed and 5 others critically injured when a bus collided with a stationary truck from behind on NH55 at Gudia Katani in Dhenkanal district during wee hours on Monday. The identities of the 2 deceased are yet to be ascertained as the police have begun probe into the mishap. The 5 critically injured persons were rushed to the district headquarters hospital, while some others who had sustained minor injuries were discharged after first aid. Sources said there were 40-odd passengers travelling in the bus and most of them belonged to Jagatsinghpur and Balangir. Some passengers alleged that the driver was constantly talking over the phone while driving, due to which he might have diverted his attention, leading to the accident. The driver fled the area following the mishap. Being rebuffed by police and 108 ambulance, a son had to carry the body of his dead father on a cycle trolley to a hospital at Notta Sahi village in Uttar Bahini under Puruna Bazar police station of Bhadrak district on Sunday. The deceased, identified as Bhaja Harinath, had consumed poison for some reason and had died 2 kilometers away from his home. Police had reached the spot and instructed Bhaja Hari's son Lakshmidhara to take the body to hospital. As per Lakshmidhara's statement, he did not have enough money to arrange a vehicle, so he called 108 ambulance. But as the ambulance did not turn up, he had to take his father's body on a cycle trolley to the hospital. On the other hand, authorities are silent on the incident.
टल निकाइन 108 को फोन मारते 108 कहले 2000 टका दरकार दिज्व आने गले हम टली टली नहीं आईन।
Irate villagers of Milchamunda of Bargarh district set the local police station on fire and damaged a police vehicle kept inside the premises on Sunday, demanding arrest of the accused after body of a missing 4-year-old child was found on Saturday night. The infant, identified as Piyush Jain, was missing since 4th February from Milchamunda. The local police discovered Piyush's body in a farmland near Kelangadera village under Bijepur block in the district. Earlier in the day, family members of Piyush and locals had sat on a dharna before the SP office demanding immediate arrest of the accused. Later, they had withdrawn the stir after getting an assurance from the SP. But the villagers blocked the road at Milchamunda by placing the body again today and attacked the Milchamunda police station on Sunday afternoon. Padampur SDPO and Bargarh sub-collector rushed to the spot and are monitoring the situation. Press Council of India Chairman Justice C.K. Prasad visited Odisha to attend an editors' meet in Bhubaneswar on Sunday. Speaking to media persons after the meeting, Justice Prasad suggested bringing social media under the purview of PCI. He said to call social media as a type of media would be inappropriate since it is not opinionated.
देखिए, सोशल मीडिया एक मीडिया कहना तो ये सही बात नहीं है। किसी एक व्यक्ति का ये व्यू है, वो एक ही उसमें प्रॉब्लम है। हर एक आदमी को अपने व्यू देने का अधिकार है, लेकिन उसके साथ थोड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होना चाहिए यदि वो पब्लिक डोमेन में जा रहा है, क्योंकि ये जो लिखते हैं वो पब्लिक डोमेन में जा रहा है। इसलिए हम लोगों का रिकमेंडेशन है कि सोशल मीडिया को भी प्रेस काउंसिल के अंदर लाया जाए, उसके फ्रीडम को कर्टेल करने के लिए नहीं, थोड़ा उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबल बनाने के लिए। फ्रीडम को कर्टेल करने का कोई भी उद्देश्य हम लोग को नहीं है।
Before wrapping up the news headlines once again, fourth phase Panchayat polls concludes in Odisha. Average 76% voting recorded. Voters of 2 villages in Maoist-hit Malkangiri district cast votes after 15 years. Long queues witnessed outside polling booths. Special Vigilance Court allows state vigilance to take IS officer Parthasarathy Mishra on 2-day remand. Ward member candidate found dead in Koraput district. Police begins investigation. And 2 killed and 5 critically injured as bus collides with stationary truck in Dhenkanal district. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.